Hi everyone, so I got tagged to do this tag. So I got tagged by Emily L. Terry. Now I like her. She's a pretty cool channel. She's really mellow, the way she talks about different books and stuff, and I like that she's very calming. So check her out. I'll leave her channel linked in my description. So the prompts are the best book you've read so far in 2022. Now, my year has not been like super great, but I have read some good books. So I couldn't like decide on like one, so I decided on two. That may be cheating, but whatever. So I have Unraveling Him and Chasing Her Fire by Claire Kingsley. I just recently bought these books, and I really enjoyed the whole series, but I'd say those two books right there were just really well done, and I really enjoyed those ones. So I'd say those probably would be like in my top for this year. So it's a number 2 best sequel you've read so far in 2022. I would have to say Carnal Urges by J.T. Geissinger. This one here, I think, is probably the best one of the series. The first book I thought was fine. It was fine. But I read this one and I was just like, holy crap. It was really good. I loved both of the characters. It kept me reading. And I read this book very quickly. You know it's a good book when I can get through it pretty quickly. So the third one is a new release you haven't read yet but want to. So I recently got Sweet Berries by C.M. Nascosta. Now, I did not like her first book, the first book I read from her, which was like that milking farm one. It was too much of like bestiality in my opinion, so I really just didn't care for it. So I decided to check this one out and see. Because sometimes I like to give an author like a second or a third chance. Like sometimes I'll read like 2 or 3 books by that author, and if I don't like their books at that point, then I'm like, I'm done. So I at least gave the author a chance. But this one here, I'm like, I'm going to try to give this one a chance. I don't know what necessarily this is about. I rather kind of, I think it was like something to do with moths or something. I'm not sure, but I'm really kind of like, I'd rather just go in blind and just kind of go from there and see what happens. So we will see. So number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now I could not choose one on this one either. Sorry. So I have Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, Grim and Barrett, and Resting Witch Face, both by Juliette Cross. So those 3 books I'm definitely looking forward to. Especially because the next 2 books in Juliette Cross's series, I believe that's like the end of the series, I think. The last 2 books, I think they might be. If it's not the last, then there's like one more coming. There might be one more next year, I think. But it's getting close to like the end of the series. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So, the next one is 5 Biggest Disappointment. Okay. 1 I read, 2 I DNF'd. So I had to put 3 down. So the first one is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. That one I gave a 2. I did not like it. I hated the characters. They were so immature. The heroine was just a hindrance to the investigation. And I thought the bounty hunter was just very immature, and I just didn't like the way he spoke about like sexual relations and things like that. I was just like, yeah. I didn't like that one. The Lady Gets Lucky by Joanna Shupe. I DNF'd that one. That had how many people hyping that book up, and I do not like Joanna Shupe's writing. I don't like her as a writer. And Falls Boys by Penelope Douglas. That was a DNF. Oh man, that was just atrocious. It was not good. If you liked that book, awesome. But me, no. Penelope Douglas is getting to the point where her writing has changed, and it's not for the good. I really liked that series when I first got to know Penelope Douglas, was the Fallaway series. Now it was like the spawn, you know, of all of the couples that got together in Fallaway. So it's like all of these kids are grown up. And I just thought, these people suck. You know, these people suck. They've turned into the snobs that they hated when they were teenagers. And then you had like a whole bunch of like stuff going on with drugs and different things like that. And I'm like, really? Yeah. I was just like, nope, DNF in this bitch. So, yeah. Terrible. 6 was Biggest Surprise. So I put It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Now, I normally like Tessa Bailey. But this one here got hyped up so much that I was like, oh, this could be bad. And so I went in like, oh man, I'm really hoping that I like this book. And I liked it. I really did. So I'm like, wow, this actually was hyped for a reason. Some books that get hyped, not so much. So number 7 is Favorite New Author, or I'd say she's new to me. I would say Claire Kingsley. I read that whole like Bailey Brothers series, and I really enjoyed that series. So I definitely want to go and check out, like, there's another series that she did. I want to check out that other series and see if it's any good, and go from there. But I really liked that series that I delved into. I love a small town series and stuff like that. I like that type of stuff. So, so the next one is 8, Newest Fictional Crush. I didn't know who to put down for this, so I would definitely say it would be Evan Bailey from Unraveling him. I liked Evan Bailey because he reminded me a lot of myself, because he's more of like an introvert, and he's like doesn't like to hang out with people. So I'm like, I identify with him. I like him. And then the other one was Straik. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Straik. He's from the Corsairs by Ruby Dixon. I liked his character. I kept thinking of Kylo Ren for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because he's got like robes and stuff. He's wearing these robes. But I don't know why. But I just liked his character. And I was like, I like this guy. Like, I don't know why. I just do. So the next one is 9. So it's his newest favorite character. Now, I would have to say it would be Hannah from Hook, Line, and Sinker. And I liked her a lot because she was very much like into music. And I liked her character a lot because she was like, she liked vinyl and she liked more classic stuff. I like that. I can appreciate somebody who likes the classics, you know, who likes vinyl and things like that, you know. I can get along with them because, you know, that's what I grew up with. I grew up with records and, you know, cassette tapes and CDs and things like that. So I liked her character a lot. The next one is 10. So Book That Made You Cry. I definitely would say Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, because of the heartbreak that one character of Kaya went through. And the things that she had, you know, her life experience and all that stuff just made me sad. And I just cried throughout the book, you know. So, number 11, it says Book That Made You Happy. I didn't know what to choose, so I chose Protecting You by Claire Kingsley. I know another Claire Kingsley book. But this one here was like definitely more of like a lot of very much like fluffy, like things were going like correctly with like this couple getting together. And then at the end, that's when it was like kind of like a cliffhanger thing that happened. But the whole book pretty much was like, this couple, they're going to get together. They're meant to be together, you know, and they really just didn't have a lot of conflict, you know, of getting together. It was the second book that they had to deal with this conflict. But the first book was very much like a lot of fluff. It was very fluff and just made you really happy of reading the story. So number 12, it says most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. I don't know. I mean, for me, I buy, like, I frequently buy step backs to my books and stuff like that. I love step backs. Even if, say, inside it's got problematic content, to me it doesn't matter because I like the art of the book. So, you know, we've got that one there. You know, that's pretty. I mean, I have like how many step backs that you can look on to my Instagram to go and see, like all my pretty covers and everything. I like art. I like art. I like to see people who are really creative. And there was a lot of creativity when it came to step backs. Now it's like they're kind of like, that's kind of like being erased. No one really cares about step backs anymore. But I really like that type of art, you know, where it's like you see this cover and you open it up and there's a step back of the couple. I really like it. So I can't say like there's one particular book I picked up this year that was like the most beautiful, but I've picked up like several this year that I thought were really nice. So 13 is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? A lot. I'll just say that. A lot. I can't particularly say like how many books. There's a lot. And then it says, favorite book community member. I can't really go and pick a favorite. There are a few that I really have enjoyed, and I run across like new people all the time, so I'm not going to pick like a favorite. I mean, if I comment on your videos, you know you're pretty much a favorite of mine. Like if I frequently comment. Some people I can't frequently comment to because I get busy, or I'm listening to them while I'm washing the dishes or something, and then I can't, like, my hands are dripping and I can't like and or leave a comment. So but there are like how many people that are in this community that I really enjoy, that I like their personalities, even if they don't read the same genre of books of what I read. I still like their personality. And so to me, it's like anybody I come across that respects me, I respect you, that's who I like, you know? So I'm not going to choose a favorite because it's not fair to the others. I'll just say that. So for me, it's like, you respect me, I respect you back. We have conversations. I like you. So there you go. So that's it for this tag here. If anybody wants to do this tag, you're more than welcome to do this tag. You don't have to be tagged in it. If you're new and you don't understand all that stuff, you don't have to be tagged in something. You can go and do it anyway. So, but yeah, that's it for this video here. Have yourself a good day. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will see you all on the next video. All right. Bye.
Bye.